What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel for this really quick video, and today we'll be talking about if body shapes can make you stronger. This one here is just a recap of my video from more than half a year ago, so if you still remember everything about that video, you don't need to watch this one. But if you want a quick refresher, feel free to carry on. And by the way, this one here is a really complicated topic, so it's really important to watch everything, because if you miss some parts, you might lose the whole point of the video. So let's get right into it. So now for the first one, does it affect your ability to blow by on offense or resist blow-bys on defense? So now for the first test, I'll be using my animation threshold method. I use this method in a lot of topics, and this one here is so accurate. So on this specific setup here with thin body shape, if the defender has 58 strength, LeBron can blow by. If I raise it to 59, now it'll be a cutoff. So 59 is the threshold. You gotta keep in mind that this threshold here only applies on this specific setup. It will vary on a lot of things. And now for the actual test, if body shapes can help on defending blow-bys, it means that if I make this player's body type bigger, this one here has 58 strength, it should help cross that threshold. You gotta keep in mind that at 58 strength, you only need +1 on strength to cross that threshold. Any ounce of boost should help. And here you can see, even I changed it from thin to burly, which is I believe the minimum to maximum, that threshold remains the same. Still, it can't resist the blow-by, which means body shape doesn't touch it. I even tried to do the other way around, like same process but the test player have the ball, and still, increasing the body size didn't help on getting blow-bys. Now for the next one, what about on off-ball body up animations? I did pretty much the same thing, like I got the threshold and I tried to bump up the size from minimum to maximum. I tried if maybe the body shape change will help cross that threshold, and same thing, it didn't do anything. So at this point, two things were proven. Body shapes don't affect your on-ball and off-ball body up animations. Now for the next one, what about on back down sequences? It is really hard to put this into numbers, like I can only use eye test on this one. And after trying thin and burly, I wasn't able to feel any significant difference. When I tested for 25 and 99 strength on this one, it was night and day. Straight away, I noticed some difference. I'm not canceling this one fully because I only did eye test, but since I wasn't able to see a significant difference between thin and burly, which is a really huge gap, I think it's either it doesn't really touch it, or if it does, it should be on a super small degree only. Now for the next one, what about on-screen actions? I did an eye test on this one, but I got the same findings. I wasn't able to feel any significant difference between thin and burly. And now for the most important part, should you change your body shape? Before we go right into it, I'll give you a quick recap first of everything, including my video about movement speed on body shapes. So here are all the findings. First one, it doesn't affect any movement speed without the ball. I tried sprints, lateral movements, and lateral back and forth, and they are all the same thing. The only thing that it touches on movement is when you choose large and burly shapes, there will be some launches that can't be triggered. And here you can see, this specific launch here cannot happen on burly and large. Again, I'm only talking about unlocking certain launches because when it comes to the actual speed on dribbling, if they do the same launch, body shapes don't touch it. And here you can see that swole and thin, which has huge difference visually, and they have the same speed. And I might say, oh shoots, that's all wrong because I noticed that when I choose bigger shapes, my build gets slower. I know what you mean, but that's probably an illusion only. It is really normal for someone to notice that smaller objects move faster, even with the same speed. And that is called your speed size illusion. I'm not making this one up, it's a real thing. And that's its definition from Journal of Vision. It is normal. And here you can see, that's your burly, and this one is your thin. The smaller one looks faster, but in fact, they have the same speed. There's a lot of illusions that can happen in this game. That's why I've been clearing a lot of placebo effect even from the past years. Even this one, when you back down as a bigger guy, all the bumps look a lot stronger compared to the bumps of a smaller guy. Even though in reality, everything is just the same. In here, that's your thin. And this one here is your burly. It looks stronger, right? But if we compare it side by side, they are exactly the same thing. Try not to compare them by distance, they started at different points and have different angles. So now for the conclusion, if you're a legit big man build and you already unlock the bigger body shapes, just use them. Since it was already proven that it doesn't make you slower on your movement without the ball, and I don't think you'll do speed boost launches anyway, let's just hope that maybe it will boost your backdowns and screens. Even the boost will be really low, why not? It doesn't have any drawbacks anyway. And in case it gives you bigger hitbox, it could be beneficial on bigger builds. But the thing is, try not to go out of your way just to get those body shapes. Don't stress too much because, as I mentioned a while ago, in terms of backdowns and screens, it's either it doesn't boost it, or if it does, it's going to be on a super small degree only. So don't stress too much about it. And if you have a guard build, I don't think it's necessary for you to change it. Yeah, you can change it for visual purposes, but in terms of functionality, it won't affect your build. But try not to be so big because it will affect your launches. And just in case it affects your hitbox, it is not beneficial for smaller builds. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.